first ones that we've gotten to do this with. So it's pretty awesome. So absolutely. A couple quick introductions before we get started tonight. We have our 4 main online teachers over here. If I say you can kind of give a little wave, Miss Bellator, Miss Southgate, Miss Paloma, and Miss Doddrill. So it's nice to get to see their faces in person. And of course, Mr. Griggs, our counselor in the back, and Miss Ramsden and Mr. Parks, who work in our office. You might be familiar with their names, and now you can actually see their faces. So thank you, parents, for being here tonight, and family and friends. We're really excited that we get to recognize our students for all their hard work over the course of this past year. Obviously, for many reasons, this has been a year like no other. And I think the word that really sticks in our minds is perseverance when it comes to our students. So often our students get a chance to rely on their parents to get them through what are challenging times, because for the most part, we've experienced those trying times. I think this is the one unique exception where these folks, these kids, these young adults have experienced something that none of us ever did. And they have kept their focus on their education, on their hard work, made connections with their teachers, and made it through. So we are super proud of you for that. We also know that a lot of our students chose online learning for a variety of reasons, some of them being, of course, because of the pandemic and medical. So I want to recognize any of our folks that we have joining us virtually. We welcome and recognize you as well. So yeah, we'll wave to the world beyond. You're out there somewhere. Who chose to be with us virtually tonight as well. So we really look forward to what comes next for our students. This promotion ceremony is just a great reminder that there is more ahead, whether it's continuing with us in Scottsdale Online or moving on to a new adventure. We know these students have the work ethic and the drive to do what they need to be successful moving forward. So we are super proud of them. I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Bellator, who's going to say some remarks on behalf of the teachers, and then we'll move through our ceremony this evening. So thanks again for being here.
Thank you, Tim. Hi, I'm Megan Bellator. Welcome. I am the lead teacher for our middle school program at Scottsdale Online Learning. I am very excited to see a lot of familiar faces, yet they are much taller in person. It is very shocking. It's very wild to see all these smiling faces today. It's really fun. But we have had a very memorable year getting to know these kids. In the last year or two, this is our second year with our program. And it is my pleasure to introduce the other middle school teachers today. Miss Tracy Doddrill. She is our science teacher. She has been a middle school science teacher for about 16 years in the district. In her spare time, she serves as a NASA solar system ambassador, doing public education programs for our community. She also has 2 foster or adopted children that she loves to travel with. She enjoys hiking, she loves traveling, she loves listening to music and gardening and cooking, and her favorite thing is to either host or attend tea parties. Because of Miss Doddrill, these 8th graders have learned different types of eclipses, and in the past week, last Sunday night, they got to experience a full total solar or lunar eclipse. So that was really fun to look at. So thank you, Ms. Doddrill, our science teacher. Mrs. Shannon Paloma teaches social studies. She is originally from Virginia. This is her 15th year teaching. She has taught in the district for 9 years, and before she moved to Arizona, she worked she was a teacher in Virginia and overseas in Germany. She enjoys traveling, spending time with her family, and anything animals. She is awesome with animals, and she has 1 dog and 3 cats right now. Now, because of Miss Paloma, most of these 8th graders have passed their civics test. This is a requirement to graduate, and they do not have to take it again. So that's an amazing accomplishment from Mrs. Paloma. She also has taught the students about money. She went over savings and investing and tools to use for their financial future. Thank you, Mrs. Paloma. We also have Miss Talia Southgate. She is our ELA teacher. You guys can clap. She is our ELA teacher. She is also an SUSD graduate. Yeah. She has been teaching for over 15 years. She recently moved back to Arizona from California. She loves exploring new places, especially if they have good food with her family. Her favorite activities are traveling, reading, hiking, listening to live music. And because of Miss Southgate, grown-ups, she has taught these students the art of persuasion. So thank you very much to Miss Southgate. And again, my name is Megan Ballator. I'm the math teacher at Seoul. I started working at SUSD in 2007. I've taught math and science. I have been all around the world with my husband, but really I just love animals. I love children. I have a bunch of both. And in fact, on Monday, we are officially adopting our 4-year-old foster son. So that's fun. Thank you. Yeah. Now, we are here to recognize these amazing 8th graders. As a middle school team, we learned a lot this year, and these students have really helped us improve our program. There were 2 students who stood out to us as exceptional. We are so proud of the work that they've done adapting to online learning that we have asked these 2 students to speak tonight. Our first speaker is Sarah Miller.
My name is Sarah Miller. I've been with Scottsdale Online Learning for 2 years now, and next year I'll be going to Desert Mountain in the International Baccalaureate program. I also am a theater kid, which means I spend a lot of my time talking on stages. I joined SOL because of the pandemic, and when I first came here, I didn't even know how to access the Gmail website. My school before was not technology-based, and any communication by email was between the parents and teachers. Students were not involved, and if I had any questions, I just had to wait until the next day. This means the first few times I had to write an email to my teachers, there were tears. I dreaded doing it and would beg my mom to write the emails herself. She didn't. She would help me, but she refused to write for me. Because of this, I was able to build up those skills over time, and today I can write my first draft in 5 minutes and hit send in 7. I've never been STEM aligned, and math was a special kind of torture. I was behind and thought I could never be good at it. This means in the first quarter of 7th grade, I got a C in math. Not too bad, but not too great either. When my mom saw the grade report, she decided we would go over the lessons together to help me really understand the process. The next quarter, I got an A, and every quarter afterward up to this one. My favorite subject is English, and I especially love writing narratives. One of my greatest accomplishments and funniest story is how I wasn't told there was a word limit on one of our creative writing assignments and accidentally wrote a 5,500 word story last quarter. It was shocking to check the grading rubric for the final editing assignment and see there's actually an 800 word max. I got an A at least, but that was a fun email to write. I'm very glad to have gone to SOL. I learned about the economy and social studies, the phases of the moon and science, and time management skills overall. I also gained an awesome friend over emails. I have to thank all of my teachers and my parents, my mom especially, for helping me throughout these 2 years. I also have to thank all of my friends for putting up with me when I begged them to get on calls so I didn't go insane. And thank you for listening.
Thank you, Sarah. That was really, really special to have you up here today. We can't wait to see what you do next year. Our second speaker is Miss Maddie Platti.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maddie Platti, and I've been attending Scottsdale Online Learning for 2 years. Back in 2020, when COVID first came, me and my family looked for an online place to learn, and my old school told us about SWell, so then we signed up for it. Then came 2021, when cases were high and Delta came out, right before school started. I thought, well, let's do it again, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Over the course of 2 years, I've learned so much in all of my subjects, and I've gotten the best grades I have ever had. I've enjoyed so much this year, like law and economics, space, amazing short stories, and algebra. But a great part of being online was that I got to help my brother Luca when he needed it the most. I'm so proud of how much he's improved, with my help, of course. I feel like being online was one of the biggest events in my life, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. And some of the best moments of my life happened with being online, like when I got to meet my teachers, a special treat to meet Miss Doddrill at the first AZ Merit. With a big hug from her, I was so happy I got to meet her in real life and online. Another great memory was receiving the email to do this speech. The teacher's heartwarming words were one of the happiest things I've ever read. My parents were so happy that they thought of me doing this very speech. Speaking of them, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad for pushing me to do my best. I don't think I could have gotten my grades without their support. And another thanks to all of my teachers and Mr. Griggs, our school counselor. I'm so happy I got to meet them, as they were so kind and so open to me this year. Their happy vibes and attitudes helped me during my hardest times. I can't believe that school's already over and with being online, but to all 8th graders here, I have to say, congratulations, we actually survived middle school. Finally, to thank all of our teachers, Ms. Paloma, Ms. Doddrill, Ms. Southgate, and Ms. Ballator for helping us get through this year. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all so much. High school, here we come.
Well, geez, my heart is just bursting with pride. Thank you, Maddie. We also can't wait to see what you're up to next year. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hand the microphone off to Miss Doddrill. She will be reading the names of those who have RSVP'd for this event. So if you hear your name, please come up and get your certificate.
Okay, so we're going to do this in alphabetical order, again, based on the kiddos that RSVP'd, so they're the ones we have highlighted for today. So first up would be Lionel, Isaac, Alvarez, Ramirez. Oh, please come this way, honey. Congratulations, Lionel. Next is Austin, Romero, Blackout, Begay. Anish Burra. Julie Chu. Thank you, Miss Julie. Kevin Shuhair. Not here? Okay. London Diaz. Alexis Nicole Gonzalez. Kayla Rebecca Johnson. Chloe Ann Knutson. Legion Ray Martin. Sarah Margaret Miller. Jacob Christopher Montoya. Maddie Platti. Kendall Elaine Siemens. Métis Naomi Silva. Jocelyn May Smith. Mei-Ling Angelique Trujillo. And her brother, Micah Lee Trujillo. They're not here tonight. Hadassah Yusupov. Did I say that? Did I say that right? Kind of. And that is our group of students. Is there anyone that we missed that came in tonight that, come on up, come on up. How are you doing, girl? Miss Vivian Schofield. Come on up, shake hands. And Miss Ashaya Kinzel. And shake the principal's name. And we have certificates for you guys, promotion certificates that we'll make sure we get to you. And we're thankful that you were able to be here tonight. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Doddrill. Now I'm going to call up Mrs. Paloma and Ms. Southgate to read for all the students that couldn't make it in person today. We still do want to recognize and appreciate all our students. So come on up.
Madden Banks.
Melissa Beers.
Lila Bentel.
Jonah Bernard.
Allie Monroe Callis.
Dean Carpenter.
Dulce Chavez.
Stanley Gaboot.
Alicia Gomez.
Elizabeth Haber.
Gavin Hards.
Penelope Hogan.
Ella Horton.
Anthony English.
Lincoln Kane.
Lauren Kealoa.
Sohaib Khan.
Isabella Kramer.
Amy Lehman.
Justin Lindman.
Braden Lucas.
Jacob Mulady.
Vanessa Melgoza.
Claire Schulte.
Destiny Stotts.
Mitchell Thompson.
Reagan Tower.
Madeline Young.
And Luis Zavala Lugo.
Thank you all so much for coming and appreciating these kids tonight. Trying very hard, stick to the script. We, appreciate the effort that these students have put in this year for online school. We know it's very difficult and challenging at times, and it's very, very different. Again, this is the first promotion ceremony for our 8th graders, so they are a really, really special group to us. It's been a pleasure to know not just the students this year, but the families. You guys have just a wonderful community here, and I really appreciate everything that you guys do for us too. Please join us down this hallway to take some pictures with our amazing balloons, and so the graduation ceremony for the seniors can begin shortly. Thank you so much.
So on the way out, we're going to have more programs. Please take one of the programs. If you didn't get one, there's some water and cookies. For Ms. Schofield and Ms. Kinsell, we have your certificates. So, oh, you're doing it. There, we have their certificates. So, and if you want a picture for the school, find Dr. Fountain out by the balloons. We have some set up there for like a photo opportunity. Thank you for all coming. Mr. Griggs, I'm out. Bye.
Hey, Maddie, this is for you. This is for you all too. It's okay. This is for your, I hope it lasts forever, because I hope that
Welcome to Scottsdale Online Graduation Night. We are here to congratulate these seniors of the 2022 class of Scottsdale Online Learning. We can clap again. I want to start off with a couple introductions. I am Mr. Gary Griggs. I am the counselor of Scottsdale Online Learning. I probably have bugged a lot of the families, and I know I've bugged a lot of them. We also have some of our teachers in attendance. I'm going to have them stand as I call out their name. We have Mrs. Jen Antrim, Mrs. Barb Wisman, Mrs. Kayreen Willis, and Mr. Don Muehlner. We have our graduates. We were supposed to have 18. We're missing a couple. And what's going to happen is we're going to do our presentation tonight, say a few things, and then at the end we have some photo opportunities for you outside. Let's get this show rolling. We're going to start off with Dr. Tim Fountain. Well, we're missing somebody, so I'm just making sure.
Let's start off with a mystery in between there. So there we go. All right. Well, we're so excited that you could be with us here this evening. We promise to have a nice, brief, but fun and exciting ceremony to celebrate our graduates, because that's all about them tonight. So graduates, we're here not to say goodbye to you, but to celebrate your accomplishments and achievements as you begin the journey on the next phase of your life after graduating from Scottsdale Online. Some of you here this evening and some of you in the virtual cloud, we are streaming tonight as well, spent your full 4 years of high school with us. So we want to thank you for that, and with the support of Mr. Griggs and the rest of the team. During these years, you've had to deal with a lot of change. Am I right? A lot of change. And I find it very interesting that a lot of times, you know, our students really rely on their parents to help them through those life situations. And as parents, you know, we put that arm around them and we tell them, hey, I understand, I've been there. Until now, because none of us ever went through what these folks have gone through over the course of the last 4 years. So we have to give a lot of credit to them for continuing to persevere through it all. So there have been some stressful times for our students, but they have continued to persevere through those challenges, and they've made some pretty tremendous accomplishments. Our sole graduating students this year have been offered more than $200,000 in scholarships. This includes to many universities across the country and the state, so ASU, NAU, U of A, I believe Purdue, Stanford, and many more. So we have some of our sole graduates going to a lot of different locations. We also have an amazing group of students pursuing 2-year degrees at our local and state community colleges. In addition, we have students that are jumping right into their careers in things such as automotive, veterinary sciences, and behavioral health. We have numerous student athletes who have been with us over the last 4 years in things such as equestrian, golf, competitive swimmers, and even a world-class synchronized swimmer. So Soul seniors have done incredible things this year. Please take this opportunity to give them a round of applause. So we just want to remind you as we conclude our ceremony tonight, it's not the end already, we're not that fast. But as we conclude our ceremony tonight, we want to remind you to just keep looking forward. Think about the accomplishments in the past, but no reason to look behind you because the best stuff is yet to come ahead. So congratulations to you. And I believe that Mr. Griggs will be doing the presentation of the graduates.
So when people think of Scottsdale Online or online education, there are tons of stereotypes and misconceptions. Our goal here has been to diffuse these misconceptions and provide kind of like a more clear understanding of what an online learner is, and for everyone to view them as driven, motivated, and prepared for success. Please know that these students have highly academic classes that they've taken, and there has been rigor involved in all of them. It's to help them succeed going forward. These individuals have met all of the values and the philosophies of Scottsdale Online by taking these classes. We have athletes, we have workers, we have students that just needed a different type of education that has showed up for Scottsdale Online. And since the last couple of years, we have students that have come here because of health reasons. We get students from all over the state. It's not just Scottsdale, but all over Arizona. We have 64 graduating seniors this year. 17, I think, are with us tonight. We had approximately 380 students this year. Last year, we had 3,500 students as part of Scottsdale Online. And we're the only school in Scottsdale that's actually kindergarten through 12th grade. So we have kindergarten promoting today. We had 8th graders right before you. And now we have our seniors that are going to be done with high school. So I'm super excited for them. Our students didn't just choose Soul for an easy path. I think if you all did that, you probably recognize that it's not as easy as you think, and that was a misconception too. Soul becomes a choice for students who simply need a different take on a daily schedule of education. We are chosen by those students who simply need something outside of the 8-hour school day. We are chosen by students who need a program of study that helps them with their health, their goals, and we're chosen because we're offering programming instructors who are unique and meet the student needs. It is our great pride and honor that the faculty and staff of Scottsdale Online Learning present to you the members of the 2022 graduating class. These students have fulfilled the requirements for graduation as approved by the Arizona Board of Education, as well as the Scottsdale Unified School District Governing Board. We will be saying the names of all our graduating class. Not every student is present due to many circumstances, but we are streaming live so those students can be a part of this if they couldn't be here. As I say the student's name, if you are here, you're going to stand up and come get your diploma from Dr. Fountain. You ready? All right. The good stuff. Yes. Helia Alvarez. Laisha Alvarez Luna. Maria Arguello. Mariah. Reagan Arndt. Grace Arietta. Samantha Ashner. Elizabeth Barton. Kylie Bowman. Maggie Kale. Ethan Kano. Mackenzie Carlos, Elena Chowira, Ethan Corley, Alex Daniel, Ivy Davis, Caleb DeQuatro, Brendan Dwyer, Dua Faraz, Sebastian Figueroa, Neve Galusha, Kainoa Garcia, Andrew, oh, I always have a problem with his name. They can email me tomorrow and yell at me. Andrew Gazuyas. Just go with it. Jonah Gilbert, Nolan Glumsky, Isadora Gonzalez. Sterling Garash, Isabella Hansen. Emily Hetherington, Trent Wisar, Logan Jennings, Keontrez Jones, Jack Keller, Aaron Kovac, Ethan Kroleski, John Lines, Alexandra Lipinski, Gabrielle Lyons, Erica McDonald. Sarah McKenzie, Nikki Mayari, Kyle Mocha, Nora Neme, Ashley Ansile, Carson Orm, Zoe Pappas, Mila Pham, Cole Pinella, Jacob Polk, Patrick Prem Kumar, Andrea Ramirez, Mary Richard, Thomas Ritter, Michelle Roman, Thomas Rooney, Sage Ross Seacrest, Kate Rudolph, Genevieve Schell, Chloe Scott, Reed Slavacek, Olivia Song, Tristan Speltz, Grace Summerhays, Rio Trickler, Savannah Velarde. Did I miss anybody that's here that may have? Okay, good. So that concludes our 64 graduates for Scottsdale Online Learning. Family and friends and faculty of Scottsdale Online Learning, by the authority and the powers delegated to Scottsdale Unified School District by the Arizona Board of Education, Sol accepts these members of the 2022 graduating class and confers upon them their high school matriculation. At this point, if they haven't done it, they should be moving their tassels from the right to the left. One last big round of applause for these graduates. Graduates, please stand. And if everybody help me count down on the count of 3. Okay, I'm going to give you a little time. You're going to throw your hat into the air. But I always advise to throw it where you can see it so you can pick it back up. And take your tassel off right about now. We'll get them ready. We'll give them a few minutes, or not a few minutes. Okay, count with me. 3, 2, 1. This one yours? Thank you to all who have come to celebrate these fine young adults. This concludes our commencement ceremony. On the way out, there is photo opportunity. Victor will be there taking pictures. I will say that if you email me in a few weeks, I should have access to those to be able to send back to you. Again, thank you all for coming. Thank you, staff, for being here. Thank you, Jen and Brian, for helping out tonight. Have a good night. Congratulations.